Hey guys, welcome back. So today's look is obviously a Cleopatra type look. I did the makeup for her, or specifically just the eyes and the lips, and then I went ahead and did some little bit of body painting. So I'll put it down in the description box below if you just want to see the eye look. I'll put where you can start there, and then I'll also put the time in which if you want to just start and see the piece here. So feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and let's go ahead and jump into this tutorial.
So I'm starting off with this NYX Jumbo pencil in the shade Milk. And I'm basically going to be using this as a base just so that the colors are a lot more vibrant. You can see I'm pretty much putting this all over my eyelid space, all up near my eyebrow, all the way down. I'm going to be filling it in a second, but pretty much this entire space is going to be filled with that Milk crayon. And again, this is just to have a base for the color so that they're a little bit more vibrant. Next, I'm going to be going in with a blue shade from Geek. This is in the shade Neptune. And I'm just going to be placing this all over the lid using a concealer brush actually from e.l.f. Cosmetics. All the products that I use will be listed in the description box below, so if I miss any or I say them wrong or something, they'll all be down there. So here I am just packing that color onto the lid, just packing it and packing it until I get it to the desired look that I like. It doesn't have to be super neat because we're going to be blending it out later anyways. Awesome. So now we're going in with the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to be using this super bright, almost mustard colored yellow. Taking just any flat shader brush, and I'm just going to be filling in the rest of that white space, just packing on that color, going back and forth again until I find the desired intensity that I like. This probably took me a couple minutes to do, just until you get it as bright as you'd like. Next, I'm going to be filling in my brows, and I'm going to be using this matte black shade from Geek. This is in the shade Corrupt, and using an angled eyeliner brush, I'm going to go ahead and fill in those brows just so they don't look as sparse, and I want to make them a little bit more dramatic because this is Cleopatra, and this is a dramatic look. So here I am, all I'm doing just filling in those brows with this black matte eyeshadow. Now we're going to start working on that cut crease area where the black is going to go. I'm just taking this eyeliner, this is from Urban Decay, and I'm just kind of carving out where I want that black line to be, more of a curved line where I want that to be. It doesn't have to be precise because of course we're going to be going back in and adding more color and blending it as well. Going back in with that black eyeshadow in Corrupt, I'm just going to go ahead again and just deepen up that crease just a little bit more, just where that black is already laid down. Again, does not have to be precise, we're going to be blending it out in just a second. So now I'm just going in with this small shader brush, no additional product on it, I'm just taking it to blend out that black line that we have created, just to make it so it doesn't look as choppy as it does once I place those black colors on. But next we're going to go on to the winged liner using Inglot number 77 Gel Liner. I'm just going to be taking a brush from Sephora. This is their eyeliner pointed brush, I believe. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start creating that wing. I'm first just placing this as close to the lash line as possible, just creating that thick line across the lash band. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw out where I want my actual wing to be. And then next up, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and connect that wing just to the bottom of the eye layer. This is pretty much the same technique I use in all of my videos, just this is a little bit larger of a wing than usual. My eyeliner was actually a little bit dry for me, so it didn't come out as matte and as bright and vibrant as I wanted to, so I'm going back in here and I just went over it with this NYX eyeliner, and now I'm just creating that point at the front of the eye just to match the other side as well, just to kind of create that cat-like eye for this Cleopatra look. Next I'm just going to go back in with that black shade again in that shader brush. I'm just going to go ahead and buff this into the lower lash line. Really just going to smoke it out and make it look a little bit more dramatic. That's all I'm doing, just pressing it up against that lower lash line. Only color I'm putting down here is going to be that black, so just buff it out and just keep going back and forth until it's nicely blended into your lower lash line. Next, we're going to go ahead and add the gold. So this is NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in the shade Gold, and I'm just placing this just underneath all that black. Add as much as you want. I really want it to look dramatic, so I just put a lot on, and this is what it should look like. I just followed the entire line on the bottom, so this is what both sides should look like, and put as much glitter as you would like. Next, I'm popping on some lashes. These are 614 lashes, and these are from Salon Perfect. Just putting a quick coat of mascara on before I put the falsies on, just so they blend more nicely together. Now I'm just placing them on. I know I never record this well, but I'm just popping them on and just connecting them with the actual real lashes and making sure that they're in the correct place with these tweezers. Now I'm just using this lash. Actually, I'm not even sure what this is called, but it's from Socialize, and it's awesome, and it's a lash tweezer, I think. It really helps to crimp them together. So next I'm going with my favorite lip combo. Melt Nude lipstick is my favorite. You'll see here in just a second. I love this lipstick. It's probably my favorite of all time. First I'm putting this on, and then I'm going to go ahead in with the lip gloss afterwards. This combo was really perfect for Cleopatra because it's very dramatic, it's gold, it's perfect, goes right with the look. So now I'm going on with the Anastasia lip gloss. This is in the shade Gilded. And I'm just going to top it off. As you can see here, it's just a very copper, gold, beautiful lip gloss. So the combo of these two look really great together. And this is the look so far with just a makeup. But you know me, I don't just do makeup. I want to do a little bit of a piece on my neck. So let's move to that. Of course I'm wearing clothes. I look like I'm always naked when I do these, but I'm not. So here I am first. This is pretty much what I do with all of my paints, any body painting that I'm doing. I pretty much draw out what I'm going to do using eyeliner. As you can see, I'm not being very precise. This is just a general outline just to give myself an idea of where I'm going to draw things. So I did have a reference picture, and that's what I'm looking at, besides looking in the mirror. And I'm just drawing out where I'm going to want all the pieces to be. So that's basically what I'm doing to start. Now I'm going with my Wolfe FX paint, and this is obviously the color black. And these are water activated paints, so you just mix a little bit of water with them, and you put, whatever desired water that you want to add is how thick or how opaque the color is going to be. So I had this vision of what I was going to do. I just wanted it to be a large kind of necklace piece, and so that's what I'm doing here, is just drawing it. This of course is sped up. I did this over the course of a couple hours, so this is pretty fast, but I just want to give you the general idea of how I do these pieces. I know I'm getting this up a little late. Obviously, it's not Halloween anymore, but I thought it would be cool to still show you how I created that. So I'm not going to talk too much throughout this piece of it. I'm just going to kind of let you watch me draw the piece. But basically, all I did was use a Wolfe FX Paints. I have a little kit that has all of these colors, and I'm just going to basically be painting in all the different colors that I have. Again, I was looking at a reference picture, but I also wanted to make my own, so I kind of just was figuring out as I went along. So I'm going to go ahead and let you watch, and then as things come up that I think I should share, I will just chime in, but for the most part, go ahead and enjoy.
The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride.
You guys still with me? Just checking. As you can see, I'm still just doing all the little squares, and of course I'm not being precise. I mean, This was one of the pieces that it took a really long time to do, and so I wasn't being super careful with it, but if I was really wearing this out for Halloween, I obviously would have been a lot more precise and gone a little bit further up on the sides. It's obviously very hard also to paint on yourself, so it takes practice, of course, looking in the mirror, and this was kind of early on in this year's painting, so I was definitely learning still. I was watching a lot of Jordan Hans's videos. She's amazing. If you guys don't know her, you definitely need to check her out. I'll put her information below. But she's been such an inspiration throughout all of Halloween because I watched so many things of hers and learned so much on how to do body painting, especially with highlighting and shading, etc. So big props to her. She's amazing. Check her out. And I'm going to go ahead and let you continue watching me paint my body.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the...
Now that I am done using the paints, I'm basically going in with a bunch of eyeshadows and really either creating more dimension or just adding some depth and dimension and some shading to this piece. I didn't really know what to do with the yellow pieces. I didn't really have a color that I thought would look good, so I basically just drew these in with the shadows. As you can see, this is a very yellowish orange color that I'm using, and that's basically what I'm doing here. So I'm going to continue doing that all over the piece, and then you'll see as I go back to the other colors with the blue, I just use a little bit darker shades. I use some black shades just to give it some more dimension. So again, I'll let you go ahead and just watch.
We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah. Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way.
So the last thing is I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting on that black area and just blending it out, and that's pretty much the whole look. I hope that you guys like how this came out. Again, I know this is up after Halloween, so I'm sorry about that, but I hope that you loved all my looks throughout the Halloween season, and thank you so much for all your support, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye guys!
Savannah, I'm coming